month takes us on a lovely hot air balloon ride with a lovely resident named Molly. Hello, Molly. It's great to see you again.
Thank you.
So what made you want to go on a hot air balloon ride?
Just that it sounds so exciting and something I'd always thought would be fun to do.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So can you tell me a little bit about where these hot air balloon rides were and how they took place?
Well, actually, this young man is the one who set this up, who loves having balloons and doing it. And he has this trip, and he advertised like in a travel thing, just like if you were going anywhere, but Europe or someplace else. But this one, you were going on a balloon. And it was an 8-day trip, and they said that they'd take care of you from the beginning to end. And it really sounded intriguing, and only 2 people could be in the balloon along with the pilot. So there were just the 3 of you. And it even sounded more exciting.
Right.
So I ventured to get as much information as I could. And then I had to get out and find somebody that would like to go with me. And you'd be surprised. There were a lot of people that were really kind of worried. They didn't think they wanted to fly up in the air.
For 8 days.
Of course, I figured as much. I mean, I knew he'd have it planned and that we were going to land every night.
Right.
And it turned out that's half the adventure.
Right, definitely.
One morning, we landed in the driveway. Some people were just getting ready to go off to work. They couldn't get out of the garage. That was most disturbing to them, but exciting. Another time we landed in a farm. And of course, our pilot was wonderful to the kids that came up. And he'd show them and help them. And while they were trying to get it prepared again so we could take off. But they had it all planned. Hopefully that we would land at certain places where we could go and have dinner and stay all night. We did go along on schedule except for 2 nights out of the 8 that were rescheduled.
Rescheduled.
Rescheduled fast.
Now, were they rescheduled because of storm or weather?
No, fortunately, the weather was absolutely perfect. They were very pleased too with it. It was, we'd leave off in the early morning, landed, like, we of course didn't know where they had their plans and all, and as Stan told us later, they didn't want to tell us because sometimes they didn't land where they supposed to.
Right.
And I think I mentioned to you, towards the end of our 8 days, we were out tooting along, and we could tell that the pilot wasn't too happy about where we were going. Because this is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, that we were traveling around. Next thing we knew, we went crashing through the trees and landed in the backyard of some lovely, lovely home down by the stables in the barn, and we weren't supposed to be there. Turned out we were in New Jersey, and the people, of course, were delighted. It just added more to the whole trip.
It's a great adventure story.
Yes, actually, the times we landed where we weren't supposed to made it much more fun.
Absolutely. Where else did you go on this trip? So you were in Philadelphia. I heard we did Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Oh, just for this trip?
Yeah, for this trip.
Well, we stayed in the state, and as I said, the only big hotel that we landed in was the Hershey Hotel. And they, of course, were so happy to have us. And we came in about 4 o'clock, we landed. And we, of course, went right into the hotel where we had our rooms. They had to kind of get the balloon back prepared so we could leave in the morning.
Definitely.
They made it sound like it was just nothing, you know. But we realized the work that those two guys had to do between each trip. Especially if we had wrecked the balloon in any way, but fortunately it wasn't completely wrecked.
Well, that's great.
But that is the most exciting feeling of taking off in this funny little basket, just three of you, and sailing over those trees it is the most wonderful feeling.
Quiet and peaceful. Right?
Oh, very, and it really makes you feel like you're a bird, because you are going fast. You don't realize you are going as fast as you are. But another little funny part is that the animals in homes, dogs, but mostly horses and cattle, we're having a fit when we go over because this crazy thing flying over there.
That's right.
In the corners.
Yeah. How was the food on this trip? I understand sometimes you were at really nice hotels.
Oh yes, so the one big hotel was the Hershey, and then we stayed at one of the little
You got like a bed and
house
breakfast.
guest things, you know, that they do have. And one time we were at the University of Pennsylvania, we stayed at the guest quarters, and then had the fun of kind of going through, seeing that campus and all. So they tried to make it
as fun as possible.
make it more than just riding the balloon.
Right, that's very nice. It's a great trip. Sounds like a great trip. Thank you, and enjoy Every Menu Has a Story at Osprey Village. Up, up, and away.